hopefully you'll be able to hear pretty well. But today, on Dirtcheapdaily, I'm going to show you how to take your stock shifter and turn it into a short shifter for free. So all a short shifter does is moves the fulcrum point on your lever, which is your shift handle. It moves that fulcrum point up so that you can travel less distance up here, and it'll have a greater distance traveled down here, which is where you're actually connecting to your shift linkage. So what we're going to do, you can see on here there's just two beads. We're going to grab our grinder, cut those off, and slide this baby up and re-weld it. And really that's all there is to it. Super easy. As long as you have a welder and something to cut with, you can do your own DIY short shifter in about, what, 10-15 minutes? So I'm going to grab my grinder and we're going to go ahead and start. So again, all we're going to do is cut this bead and this bead. There's nothing on the back side of it, so those are the only things that are holding it in place. Cut those, slide it forward, and re-weld it, okay? And that is exactly what you want to have happen. It's really hot though. Woo! Yeah, so didn't even have to knock it off. Oh, it's hot. Definitely would recommend some gloves, but yeah, it's looking good. So now I have this diagram that shows on like the Perrin adjustable short shifter. Ooh, even that's hot. The Perrin adjustable short shifter gives you some guidance to like the optimum short shift levels. And so here's that diagram, just a picture. Pulled it off of this website. Had some good info. And so I'm not going to go any farther than that, just because you could have some binding issues if you make it too short of a shifter. And really, I do like the feel of going into gears like that, but I'm planning on having a really tall shift handle, and so I need it to have a shorter, whoa, it's still hot. I need it to have a shorter fulcrum so that I can actually shift without punching the dash every time I shift into third and first. So I have this set up where I want it. Right here is where it was stock, and so I moved it up about an inch. The diagram was for a later model, WRX, that is a little different than this, but we're going to say that that's probably alright. I'm going to go somewhere right about there. Turn on our welder, it's on max, we got some thick metal. So I just want to tack it first. This is just some basic welding instruction. Tack it first, look at it from all angles, make sure it's where you want it before you weld it fully. And I think it's kind of off. I can't really tell though. It's hard to tell. I think that's what I want now. So we're going to just go ahead and weld it all the way. If I did mess up, I'm going to have to cut it off. But at this point, that's alright with me. Chunky bead on that side, flip it around. Put a chunky bead on this side. brush it off, and there you go. I am just using the cheapest Harbor Freight welder available, but you know, it works pretty well. Just gotta learn how to use it. Now I'm gonna take my grinder and knock off the splatter, and we'll be good to go.